If you notice, this coyote has a limp in its back right leg. It ends up being the same coyote that I killed on Saturday night. This video was taken back in July. It is at this point in the set that we realize there's not only one, but two coyotes. The male does most of the talking, but at this point in time, the female sure lets us know she's there. They have now moved further around the corner of the field and are a bit closer, as you can tell from the volume. At this point, Brian is out in the field retrieving the caller. It had been over 100 minutes and they hadn't come in yet. He's out there, he's going to get the caller, and of course they show up. So now I get on them, but I'm waiting for Brian to come back to be level with me on the headland, so that he's not still out in the field when I take the shot. So that's why there's a little bit of time here where these guys are just standing there kind of looking around. Basically it's just giving Brian time to try and scoot out of the field. Luckily it was foggy and dark, and he got back my way and into a safe spot without the coyotes running off, and the rest you'll see here coming up. Hello there. Saturday night, Sunday morning, Predator Solutions in Michigan. Janelle, Brian's behind the phone there. We went to a spot first that we went to last week, and we actually called in 4 of them last week, but we were in like a 30-yard circle, so by the time they came in, they were gone. We went back there tonight because he heard them, had a couple pictures of them this week too. And nothing. We called in 4 raccoons right off the bat. Not that we shot them or anything, but crickets otherwise. So, coming to the second spot, fog was really rolling in when we got here, like really, really bad. Weren't sure exactly how it was going to go, but he sent us a little ring video from this morning at like 4 o'clock this morning. The coyotes just going crazy. I mean, they sounded like they were sitting on his back porch just having a party. So, once again, good information. We got here and came around to this little field that he's got brush hogged. The farmer behind us lets us hunt too, but all his beans are still up. He tried taking a couple strips off the other day. I guess the moisture was still too high, so Brian pushed the right buttons. I mean, repeatedly.
A lot of them.
I think, yes, a lot of them, but it really went well. So we got here, first call, right off the bat, they lit up. I mean, they're what, maybe half a mile away?
Yeah.
So transitioned into the next call and waited, nothing. And we stopped the distress call and they light up and they are just right here. This field's not that big. It's 250 long by, I don't know, maybe 100 or 120 wide. And for the next 103 minutes, they proceeded to circle around us in every which way, except out into the field.
And barking and yipping at us.
Yeah, challenging. Brian would challenge them back, and they'd go quiet for a while, and we'd just be thinking about going to get the call, and they'd light back up again, and we'd throw something else at them. And like I said, Brian, I think every time chose the correct call, and we're really thinking what it is this dead calm. I mean, you can see my breath is hardly moving. They just didn't want to come into this open, like, at all. They wouldn't even break the edge of the weeds. So we were done. We were getting cold. My back is killing me, actually, and I'm like, all right, we're done. Let's go get the call. So Brian starts walking out to get the call, and lo and behold, guess who pops out?
Here they come. Two of them.
So Brian actually saw him before I did, and he was, I don't know, he wasn't very far from where he left the tripod, but instead of coming back all the way to the gun, he just kind of cut back on an angle and got back parallel with me on the headland. And
yeah, just got off to the side and
backed up.
Lay down on the ground and watched with my scanner. And yeah. They were coming, and they stopped, and they're all looking around.
And I'm looking, I got my scope, and I double checked like 4 times. I'm like, okay, I'm over here. I'm like, he was almost back, like I said, almost back to parallel with me, but not quite to the end. But so these coyotes are over here, and Brian's way over here, and I'm looking through my scope, looking through my scanner. I'm like, all right, so I got him. I did not feel great on the shot, but he went right down. And the other one, I assume, is a female or a younger one, run off. But this guy's kind of interesting. Big male, pretty fluffy. But you got to check out this leg. It is completely twisted, and you can see where he's actually been walking on the top of his foot.
Yeah, let's get a good look at that.
Yeah, so this is normal, and this will not even straighten out. This whole leg, I don't know if it was hit by a car, broken, and somehow, but you can really see it on this outside. There's just no muscle definition left where this joint will not move at all. So kind of crazy what these guys do to survive. I mean, you can tell it's been a while. His hair is so long in between his toes from not wearing it down walking. His nails are super long. But again, big fluffy male. Nice big head on him. Oh gosh. So we're back at it. We're struggling a little bit, but we're putting in the 103 minutes it takes to get them when they're just dancing all around us. So we'll be back. We're gonna try and get out a couple more times here during the week, this next week or two, before the quiet time of deer rifle season opens up. So stay tuned, like, share, subscribe. It really helps us. We're really kind of doing some fun things with YouTube right now, so we appreciate all the help. And otherwise, that's it. We're gonna drag this guy in, and I think I'm gonna go ice my back.
Yeah, we'll see you on the next one.
Yep.